Tamika says that she was close to Johnny, the 10-year-old boy involved in the incident. She met Johnny when he and his family were staying in this building.
We'd already heard about him around the neighborhood. Of the two boys who did this, Johnny was supposed to be the really bad one, a menace.
He had been put on probation just a month before the incident on gun possession charges.
10 years old.
But Tamika says she knew a different Johnny.
I got next to him, and he's not a terrible child. He needs some love.
We just needed somebody to show him some guidance and some attention.
That's Sandra, Tamika and Isaac's mom.
Ain't no kid that's born bad. A kid only grows to be what they see another person put in them. They can only put out what a person put in them. You know, the only thing he knew was to kick other people around, because that's what he got when he was at home.
So, the person who you think the dirtiest person, the meanest person in the world, got a side you can get to. You know, you hungry? I'm finna go feed him. I need to eat myself.
All right, then. We walked to the door with Tamika's little brother, Isaac. He was staring out the window while we were talking and looked sad. When you look out this window, what do you see?
Everything.
Man, do you see good things?
Yeah, sometimes. Like when I don't see nobody out there selling drugs or nothing, that'd be good things. I don't see nobody getting beat up or nothing.
What's the bad thing you see when you look out this window?
People get beat up, shot down. There's people going crazy.
Isaac stood at the door as we walked out into the hallway.
Thank you, Isaac. You've been great, man. You know, and stay strong, man. Don't let nobody get you doing nothing bad, all right?
All right.
Hold the door. That'll show you how lonely these kids is, man.
Why? 'Cause they'll talk.
They just like goddamn M&M's. They all hard on the outside and all sweet on the inside. I mean, around here you can't show that sweet.
You saw how he was about to cry.
Yeah, I saw that. Man, you ready to go? Let's get this floor and get out of here.
Two sides of the story at the Juvenile Courts Building in downtown Chicago.
Hello, today we're here with Kay Hanlon, the prosecutor for the Eric Barnes case. How you doing, Kay?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
Doing fine. We'd like to ask you, do you remember what went through your mind when you first heard this?
The first thing I thought about was, I've been in juvenile court for almost 2 years, and I've seen some pretty horrible things. And the first thing that I could think about was that this is probably one of the most horrible things that I've seen in 2 years. It was almost unbelievable. You know, I mean, I always think that I've seen the worst thing that could happen to people, and you kind of just get on with it, and then this. And I was pretty shocked.
Do you think this could have been a mistake?
No.
Or an accident of some sort?
No. I don't think so. Actually, I'm sure that it couldn't be an accident because of the way that it happened.
Do you feel that these children were bred in a life of violence? Because I live in that community, and it seems to be getting worse and worse and worse every year. Do you think that violence has bred violence into these children?
I certainly think that their backgrounds are different than a lot of other kids. I mean, anybody who commits this kind of crime probably has gone through something in their lives. But then again, I look at other kids, and like you're saying, for example, you grew up in that community. Well, look what you're doing. It's a far cry from committing a first-degree murder. So, you know, I think that it's a part of it. I think it's a piece of it, definitely, that needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed long before I see these kids. Because by the time they come to me and I have to prosecute them, the deed's already done. You know, the murder's already been committed, and I think that it has to start long before it gets to me.
There is a very important question that was left out of the documentary, but it can be found in Our America. Lee Allen asks Ms. Hanlon, "Do you think society had anything to do with affecting their minds to throw a 5-year-old out that window?" She responds, "No, I don't. And probably because I really believe in responsibility for your actions. I tend to think that even though you're 10 or 11, you know right from wrong. You've been through a little bit in life. You know what death is, hopefully. You know that when you throw somebody out a 14th floor window, they're going to die. So I really don't blame society. These kids knew right from wrong."